Hey, welcome back. It's Stan the River Man, but today I'm Stan the Watcher Man, River Watcher that is. If you watched my last video, you'll remember that this is the location that I planted some river cane. And I talked about the river cane, you know, an indigenous species, how it's really great for holding a riverbank. And I mentioned some preparations you should do when you're in a floodplain, and especially if you're dealing with the potential threat of high water or rain in the forecast and you're in a creek and the creek may be flooding or rushing or rising water. So that's the topic today, rising water. When I planted the other day, the river was at 35 feet. Actually, it was more like 30 feet. It was at pool stage. But on the tail end of the video, I came back and visited the site that day, which a couple of days ago, last week, it was at 35 feet. So I checked the Ohio River Forecast Center gauge. This is the weather district for the government. They post the river levels at various locations throughout the United States. I go by the Ohio River gauge. And today, the Ohio River gauge is at 45 feet as of noon today, so it might even be a little higher. This is Licking River in Covington, Kentucky. I go by the Ohio River flood gauge because it's a good gauge accuracy that I've used in the past. I know, you know, how to estimate the footage on the Licking River. So, okay, moving on. Behind me was the location that I planted river cane. And as you can see, what river cane? There is river cane there. If you go out about 20, 30 yards out and straight down, you'll find it, hopefully. So I wasn't expecting the river to rise to this height or this quickly. If I'd have known, you know, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have planted because it's just too risky. But for the purpose of education about planting alongside a river and reforestation techniques, this is actually pretty helpful because I made a big point in the video to talk about staking, how important staking the plant root balls to the soil and to the ground, to firm ground, to establish, you know, good footing for the plant to hang on. Well, usually there's like a month or so before the river gets up to where the river cane is, but this time it was within 2 days. It was actually underwater in 2 days. So it will be interesting to see how this holds up, if it holds up. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea when we come back in a few days because rivers projected. Today is Sunday. I don't know what the date is, but it's Sunday. So on Monday night, it's supposed to crest on the Ohio, and this will be like a giant sucking sound as all this drops down really fast. So by Monday afternoon, it should be down around 42 feet, which is below where I'm at now. And hopefully by Wednesday, I might be able to get back to this site, this location. I don't know, it depends. Sometimes it dries up pretty quick. Depends if there's wind and sun and all that. It may be too sloppy to even try to go down there until later in the week. But we'll just play it by ear. I do everything, I play it by ear. Just, you know, go with the flow. Literally, go with the flow, which is what I'm trying to do. And usually it works out. Well, there's a nice hawk up there circling. That's kind of interesting, you know. There's a hawk's nest over that way, and I've seen it around, but I don't know what he's doing over here. But anyway, I can't help myself. I'm in nature. What do I say? Well, there's some of them. Oh, buddy, my first video we talked about sycamore seeds. There's some right here being distributed by Mother Nature herself. Woo-hoo, be free. So what would, whoa, thought a log was going by, but it was just a branch flopping around there. So what the plan is, basically there is no plan. I'm gonna come back, I'll come back tomorrow just to see what's going on. I may or may not tape anything, but for sure Tuesday or Wednesday, when it does get down to where, you know, I can see what's going on with the river cane, if it's still there or not, I'll shoot some more current video and update you guys on what the status is. I'm not going to post this online yet. Just going to hold this. So I guess that's a wrap for today. But I'll be back. Hopefully, you know. I mean, God willing, and the creek don't rise. And you know, hey, don't take your days for granted. Okay, I learned that long time ago. That's another. Oh, there goes that hawk again. Man, he's in the sun too. All right, Hawk, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm done out here. Thanks for circling by. Thank you guys for circling by. Catch you on the rebound. Oh, and I'm gonna use my handy dandy remote. Woohoo! Getting high tech here on you. Adios, amigos. Stan Riverman, the River Watcher today. Catch you on the next video. Hi, good afternoon. It's Stan the Riverman, and I'm back down here on Lincoln River Greenway and Trails in Covington, Kentucky. Today is Tuesday, February 22nd, and if you remember in my last video I shot was on a Sunday, and I didn't post it online, but I held it because today's the big reveal. I wanted to see what's going to happen with the river since it's supposed to drop today, and from here on the Greenway it does look like it's down pretty significantly from the other day, from Sunday. Sunday it was up to, I believe, 45 feet, if memory serves me correct. And today, according to Cincinnati weather forecast, they've got it listed as being at 38 feet. So I'm trying to find there. Too much sun here. 38 feet. So we're gonna go take a look, see if the river cane that I planted last Thursday is still there, and see what's going on, if it's dry enough to work on, because I do have some more river cane I'm going to put in those cutout sections. So let's go walk over and see if what the 6 plants I put in yesterday, well, not yesterday, last Thursday, have survived. So bear with me. We're just going to keep the camera rolling, walk on over, see what's going on with the river. So far so good. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Shit, that doesn't look good. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but see what's happened here. The river usually doesn't knock trees over like this, but this one is definitely down. Oh, I see what's going on. Damn. All right, so here's what happened. At first, I thought that maybe some kids came by, or somebody. I say kid, but who knows? And knocked it over, broke it off. I've actually had that happen in the past, but that's not the case. I know exactly what happened this time. A damn beaver, if you can see the end of it there, a beaver gnawed the tree at the base. And I'll show close up of the base. And yeah, why? I don't know. Who knows? I have no clue. Any beaver experts want to pipe in? Hey man, I'm welcome to your comments, because I'm no expert here. So I'm just passing on what I see, which is a damn fine sapling, swamp oak. Still have the leaves on it. Looks like it's a beech swamp oak, beech leaf, beech whatever. It's the beech variety of a swamp oak, white oak. But anyway, it's history, and I'm not sure if it will come back or not. I actually thought about tubing, putting plastic like they do for deer on these trees, but this tree is not really that tall enough for the tubes that they normally go in like 6 or 7 foot trees. And the other option is to paint the trees with an abrasive acrylic paint. You add silicone sand to the paint mixture and then paint that on the trunk of the tree, which I guess, seeing that this is the second one that's happened, I guess any tree stock I've got that I want to salvage that are good hardwoods, I'll go ahead and do that probably this summer or maybe sooner. But I don't have that many big trees in the river basin because they've been destroyed. So then this is when I mentioned the other day in a video, anything can and will happen down here on the river. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, something just flopped over there. What the heck was that? I'm not sure if that was a fish or if that was the beaver. So this is why I don't like beavers. I mean, nothing personal against them, except for when they start chewing on trees that are trying to hold riverbank. Then how do you not take it personal? I mean, you tell me. I mean, yeah, they're part of the habitat and all that. I get that. Send them to the Rocky Mountains. Let them flourish out there. Let them do their things in the basins and make wetlands and biodiversity and all that. But here along the Licking River, I don't think we need beavers so bad. I think they're just more of a nuisance than anything. So yeah, send your comments, all you beaver haters or lovers or whatever. Agree with me, disagree with me, hey, whatever. All I can say is this was a damn fine, healthy tree that is no longer here. And culprit is a beaver. So let's walk over and see what else is going on. And this mud, it's got this, it's like a clay silt mixture. It is really, really slippery. Like I'm sliding right now. So I might end up on my butt. I'm trying to dig in here. All right, here's one of them beaver sticks I was telling you about. Hey, damn beavers, man. So yeah, that's fresh. So beaver activity, a lot of beaver activity going on here. So I don't know what draws them in here, but hey, hooray, hooray. Guess what? This is a beautiful sight here. I don't know, I hope this camera can pick it up, but there she is. The river cane is still standing. So it just goes to show it does pay to take a little time and stake, that's a little better shot, stake the plants down. I mean, if they would have been staked down, they're guaranteed that would have been gone. And the shore damage doesn't look so bad, considering that the river's been up 45 feet, maybe even a little higher. So I had a couple questions on why does the river come up so fast, and what's going on with that? Well, right now it's February, so we're tail end of winter. But around here in northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, winter kicks in pretty good around December till March. We can have any kind of weather. And if you look over at the hills in the valleys, what you see is all brown. I mean, including the muddy water, of course, but there's no growth. There's zero leaves. There's hardly anything here green. So what happens when you get rain, heavy rain, especially upriver? Upriver is what really affects the level of the river here. Is that it just runs off. So if you get a freak rain, like 2 inches in January, like we've had in the past, this past couple of years, we've been torrential rains in wintertime, which I can't remember getting 2 inches of rain in wintertime before, but we do now. But when we do, the river, especially if it's upriver, and I say upriver, I'm speaking of Moorhead, Eastern Kentucky, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, those feeder rivers upriver, they shoot the Licking River up and the Ohio River up. We're 2 miles from the confluence of the Ohio River down this way, north. So what happens is the river quickly comes up to a flood or danger area, which is at 45 feet. And I go by the Cincinnati gauge, flood gauge. So at 45 feet is where this was, 30, actually down here was 37 feet where the river cane was. Up here where I'm standing is about 45 feet, and it got up a little bit higher, so it was like around 48 feet. So, okay, I'm telling you about the river. Okay, another issue I think is with modern development, which I guess can be helped, but when you put in all these apartment buildings with big roofs and runoff, parking lots, plazas, shopping centers, all this kind of stuff, that where there at one time was fields and habitat, now it's concrete, asphalt, and runoff, shingles, whatever. So when that water comes in, it's got to go somewhere. It goes downstream, which is here. So that's another contributing factor. So it takes a combination of no green plant life to absorb and soak in the water, or leaves or trees that have soak in the water, and the lack of grasses and that kind of natural plants, it just runs off into the bank, and then you end up with a muddy river with flooding at high water stage. So I don't know what's up with these beavers. That's not a good thing. So that's something that I'm gonna have to adapt to pretty quick, because they're putting a hurt into the trees. So the water's too high, and it's pretty sloppy to try to work it and do any planting today. Plus, my cutout, the work zones, are down here. So I was going to continue on that area, and there's another couple of cutouts on the shore up here. But as you can see, not going to happen today. Maybe not going to happen tomorrow. But other than that, it's a sunny day, mid-50s, pretty nice out. The rest of my saplings, seedlings, seem to be okay. Knock on wood, that's a good thing. So you knock on some wood here, because damn, we need all the luck we can get here. Yeah, that's a leaner tree, isn't it? Probably shouldn't be standing underneath that guy. He could. There's other tree here is supporting it. It looks like it could cut loose probably any time. But there are some more of my orange ribbons fluttering there. So I guess I'm definitely going to have to paint all them little saplings so the beavers don't get to them. It's next high water spell. But man, that's a shame about this little swamp oak there. And I'm not sure. It may brush out. It may brush, the base of it may sprout new. Who knows? But walk along here and see what's going on. So, one last thing. Yeah, I put all these ribbons on here. I thought maybe by having like human ribbons, my touch, my scent on this sapling, that it would scare off the beavers and critters. I mean, it attracts kids and vandals. I get that, but it also prevents, like I said in their video, mowers. But I also thought maybe it would keep the beavers away. Well, obviously, it's not keeping the beavers away. That didn't work so good. So let's go to plan B or C. All right, signing off. I'm gonna wrap up this video for today and start probably a new video for the next planting. That whenever the river drops down enough, I'll get to it. I've already dug up the river cane, so it's good to go. I got it stashed, so hopefully the beavers don't go sneak up into my river cane stash, which is up over the hill. But they seem to stay down here near the water's edge. So, and I don't see any tracks that on here from any beavers or anything. So these are my tracks here, and that's it. So no tracks. So that means that when the water was up, they were swimming around, tromping on trees. So, all right, there's my rant for today. Sorry, I got off on a tangent, but damn, man, these beavers. All right, have a good one. Adios, Stan the River Man. Back here on the Greenway. Catch you on the rebound.